Deleted. You deleted it all. I repeated in a low, incredulous tone, staring at the glowing screen of my laptop as if it held the secrets of our unraveling past. My heart pounded with a blend of anger and grim satisfaction while I scrolled through folder after folder on my cloud backup. My name is Alex, and for weeks I had suspected that Daniel, the man I once trusted with everything, was trying to wipe away evidence of the truth. He was convinced that he could erase his misdeeds with a few keystrokes, but he had forgotten one crucial detail. I had everything backed up to the cloud. It all began on what I thought would be a normal Tuesday morning at our small digital marketing firm. Daniel and I had been colleagues and, at one point, close friends. Together, we'd built campaigns, brainstormed strategies until our brains ached, and shared countless hours battling deadlines. I had even invited him into my little circle of confidence, trusting him with sensitive project proposals and personal messages. But somewhere along the way, his true colors began to show. I started noticing discrepancies in our shared drives. Files missing, messages altered, conversations erased. It was subtle at first, like tiny scratches on what I thought was an impenetrable surface. But then, one afternoon, I discovered a horrifying truth. Daniel had been systematically deleting emails and chat logs that contained evidence of his unethical practices, ranging from passing off my ideas as his own to misrepresenting campaign results to our superiors. I remember that day vividly. I was preparing a presentation for the board meeting, a presentation that was the culmination of months of brainstorming and late-night work sessions with our team. I'd spent hours perfecting every detail, ensuring that the data was accurate and my ideas were clearly delineated. Before I could finalize the slides, I needed to access some files from our shared drive. That's when I noticed gaps in our document history. Sections that should have been brimming with my brainstorming notes were, inexplicably, blank. I thought at first it must be a glitch, but as I dug deeper, a creeping sense of betrayal took over. I couldn't ignore the whispers in my mind. Daniel had something to hide. Late that night, when I was alone with my thoughts and the hum of my computer as my only companion, I started checking the automatic backups I'd set up for our team projects. I had always been cautious and somewhat obsessive about data integrity, not just for work but for my own peace of mind. Every idea, every email, every chat had been stored in my personal cloud account. And there, in the depths of that secure storage, I found the answers. The files Daniel had thought he deleted were still intact, every word and every decision preserved in pristine digital detail. The sense of vindication was immediate, a surge of adrenaline mixed with a heavy dose of relief. I decided then that I wouldn't allow his deception to go unchallenged. The next morning, I prepared an email addressed to our entire department and copied in our management team. I wrote, "I have discovered significant discrepancies in our shared files and communications that indicate systematic deletion of key project documents. Attached are all the backup files that document the evolution of our campaigns, including evidence of alterations made to original content. I believe this matter requires immediate attention and transparency." I attached the files in question, each labeled with clear timestamps and metadata that left no doubt about their origin. I hit send and sat back, my heart pounding as I awaited a response. The reply came within a few hours, from our supervisor, Ms. Reed. "Alex, thank you for bringing this to our attention. I will set up a meeting with the department to review all the evidence." I felt a mixed sensation of relief and trepidation. I knew that exposing Daniel would not only unsettle our team, but also force everyone to face the hard truth of our work culture. That afternoon, in a meeting room buzzing with low conversation and nervous energy, I set up my laptop for a presentation. I took a deep breath and began. "I'd like to share something important with all of you today. Over the past few weeks, I discovered that vital documents and communications have been systematically deleted from our shared drive. I have, however, backed up every piece of our work in my personal cloud account. Today, I'm sharing those files to ensure complete transparency and to reaffirm our commitment to integrity." I projected slides showing the timeline of file modifications, the original content compared to the deleted versions, and the metadata proving that nothing was ever truly gone. The room was silent, every colleague's gaze fixed on the screen as the undeniable evidence unfolded. I saw anger, shock, and even shame in some faces, including Daniel's. After the presentation, our supervisor convened an emergency meeting with upper management. In that tense meeting, it was decided that an internal investigation would be launched, and Daniel would be suspended pending further review. It was a bittersweet victory. Part of me felt vindicated, Yet I couldn't help but reflect on the trust one had once placed in him. The betrayal stung deeply, but the revelation that my diligence had preserved the truth was both empowering and heartbreaking. Later that week, in a quiet moment in the empty office after everyone had left, I met with Ms. Reed. "Alex, I want to thank you for your integrity," she said sincerely. "Your actions today have not only saved our company from further ethical decay, but have also reminded us all of the importance of honesty and accountability. I wish I had the courage to do what you've done." Her words, so genuine and supportive, washed over me like a balm, though the sting of betrayal still lingered. Over the next few months, the atmosphere at the office began to change dramatically. The scandal sparked by my revelations led to a comprehensive review of our data management practices and tighter controls over shared files. Our team, once a fragile structure built on tenuous trust, began rebuilding itself on a firmer foundation of transparency. I was eventually promoted, not as a direct reaction to the incident, but as part of a broader initiative to strengthen ethical standards within the company. I began mentoring younger colleagues about the importance of meticulous record-keeping and integrity in their work. "Your data is your story," I'd say, "and it's up to you to protect it, no matter what." Outside of work, I found that this experience had transformed me in unexpected ways. I realized that every digital footprint, every timestamp, and every saved email is a testament to our hard work and the truth we create. I started a personal blog, Digital Footprints and Truths, where I wrote openly about the challenges of working in an age where technology can both hide and reveal our secrets. Through my writing, I connected with readers from around the world, people who had experienced similar betrayals, who had felt the sting of having their truths erased, and who found solace in the idea that even in the depths of deception, honesty prevails. I received messages like, "Your story reminded me that even when someone tries to erase the past, the truth will always shine through. And I never thought my work mattered until I saw how you defended yours." Those messages fueled me to keep sharing my experience, to advocate for ethical transparency both in the professional sphere and in personal relationships. They reminded me that while betrayal can cause irreparable harm, it can also ignite a movement toward integrity and reform. In time, our company instituted a culture of accountability that spread beyond our department. Regular training sessions, stricter data protocols, and a renewed emphasis on collaborative trust transformed the way we worked together. I became a symbol of resilience, a reminder that even when someone tries to destroy what you've built, the strength of your conviction can rebuild it stronger than ever before. Now, as I sit in the quiet of my newly redesigned office, a space filled with natural light and vibrant energy, I reflect on the journey that began with that devastating discovery and led me to stand tall in the face of deception. I see not just the scars of betrayal, but the indelible marks of growth. Every email, every file, and every conversation now carries with it the weight of hard-won truth. My co-workers, once skeptical and quietly complicit, now look to me as a beacon of ethical leadership. Even Daniel, who now faces a long road to redemption, must answer for his choices on boards and in confidential meetings. The digital world, with all its complexities and hidden nuances, has taught me that while truth can be manipulated and erased in the moment, it always finds its way back to the surface. My backups, the culmination of countless hours of careful attention, were the unsung heroes of this whole ordeal, protecting my work, my ideas, and my integrity against attempts to bury them in shadows of deceit. If you ever find yourself in a situation where someone tries to rewrite your narrative by deleting evidence of your hard work, remember this. In the digital age, your truth is indelible. Every message, every file, every piece of evidence is there to tell the story of who you are and the integrity of your journey. Document your progress meticulously, back up your data, and never let anyone erase the proof of your dedication. So here's my message to you. When betrayal comes knocking, when someone you trusted tries to hide their misdeeds by deleting the evidence, know that your persistence, your attention to detail, and your commitment to truth are what set you apart. You have the power to shine a light on the darkest of secrets and turn a painful experience into a testament of resilience and leadership. This is my story, a journey that began with a shattered trust when Daniel thought he could erase the record of his betrayal by deleting vital evidence, only for me to have everything securely backed up in the cloud. I was once overwhelmed by the pain of being betrayed, feeling as though my hard work and my ideas were doomed to vanish without a trace. But instead, I transformed that betrayal into a movement for transparency, a rallying cry for anyone who has ever had their truth obscured by someone else's lies. Every keystroke, every carefully preserved email, and every timestamp became a building block for a future grounded in integrity and accountability. Today, I stand not only as a vindicated professional but as a leader who believes in the transformative power of holding fast to one's truth. The digital footprints we leave behind are more than just data. They are the story of our dedication, our struggle, and our unyielding quest for justice. May my journey serve as a beacon for you. Let every deleted file, every attempted erasure of truth, be the spark that propels you to document your own story. Embrace your digital legacy, protect your work fiercely, and know that no matter how hard someone tries to hide the truth, it will always find a way back into the light. Because when you stand by your commitment to integrity, nothing, no matter how deeply it is buried, can ever truly erase who you are or the legacy you build.